Okay, let's see if this one works. I tried this twice before, and okay, now we're working. So I had this working hypothesis recently that maybe watching me doing work might be entertaining, and I don't think that's true. I don't find it captivating. Uh, I'm trying to sort of find a new way to do this type of media for, I don't know, forever, I think. I try to I try to move things forward. So essentially, there's a couple modalities that this thing works really well on that people do. So there is people playing video games, and they're generally speaking like in a corner as the game is moving on, and they're just funny or whatever, or racist or. Yeah. And then there are people that do, I don't know, they go out in the real world and they do some type of activity. Plane spotting is a big one. I know that people do that at airports. There is people that just like go on vacations and things like that, or they just have these like really. Oh no, why is this thing so huge? These like really sort of charming personalities. But I don't. I'm trying to see if there is new forms and new ways of doing this. I really loathe being derivative in any way because I feel that it's selling out. It's kind of you're no longer being progressive. And I don't mean politically progressive. I mean you're no longer trying to progress the art or do something that is unique. You're just saying, "Oh, look, that works." Apparently, if you just do conspiracy talk, then you can get a lot of people, right? And just sort of go from conspiracy to conspiracy. Or if you have, I don't know, the grind mindset videos, wherein what is this? That guy Tate, who's in jail right now for all of those abuses that he did upon women. But you have the Liver King and all those other types of people that are, just it's this kind of um, expression of machismo. This a lot of these things could be explained through psychological analysis, I guess. Um, Saying that, oh, there's this fall of manliness or whatever, and then you have these people that are expressing, I don't know, whatever. I mean, sure. Uh, I there might be some validity into those things, but they all just reek of like, oh, you just pull it out of thin air like everything else. Uh, so I don't know about that. Okay, so there's this camera. It didn't come today either, and I just said I wanted to cancel it. Expected May 16th. Isn't that yesterday? It's 17th. Darling, this isn't happening. Track package. It's this thing. Problem occurred. You have not received. Please come. Oh, dear Lord. I just want. Can I just order it again? Can I just buy a second one? And send back the first one? This is the thing, is that a few days ago we were talking about this, and I was thinking maybe. What the fuck is smart comms? Who knows? It's a branded term from Creative. Smart comms kit. So it's some add-on. Oh. Oh. Oh God. Yeah. See, this doesn't matter because I don't actually use that. I use this separate microphone. That one. I don't know. Yeah, it's unavoidable. You always sound like you're in a room. You always get this room echo when you use the onboard mics. There are exceptions, I guess. I've got one mic that works at distance. Um, right, but I don't quite know. Oh, look at this. What do they have? They still don't have a Sound Blaster product. Wow, they're still juicing that name. Sound Blaster, they started using that in like '93 or something like that. There's no Sound Blaster. It's probably an ISA card. Oh my God, look at that. I'm gonna get, my guess is '93. Let's see what happens. '89. Wow, earlier than I thought. Yes, they're still juicing that. There it is, 34 years in, right? Game Blaster. Yeah, these things. Let's see, have I seen one of these? Ooh, no. I've never seen that logo before. Yeah. I've seen a lot of old hardware. What about this? It's the same thing. No, I don't think I've seen these early chips before. I think I actually have one of these. But then there's that same. I mean, you think I'd... Oh, this one I do have. For a fact, I have this. I know exactly where it is, too. I could probably go get it. Let me see. It's not what I thought it was, so I don't want to go around and wander and look for it. I'm gonna get myself some tea. I only have coffee here, and coffee's a diuretic, so. And so it ends up making you thirsty, actually, and it's kind of funny because if you look in early athletes, like early marathon runners, they were talking about how they would like wake up and they'd have I don't know, coffee and cigarettes to prepare for the race. It's just like the most ridiculous thing, and you're like, you're running a marathon after that? You nutcases. Let's see, what else is going on here? I don't think I've seen this one with that creative logo. Yeah, this creative, all these things look kind of... Here, this is the creative that I'm familiar with. The little thing below the A. Yeah, and then they dropped the bold Sound Blaster, and they went into things. Oh, I sold a bunch of those. That's why I don't have them. These are some of my early eBay sales. I bet you that I have like records in like my Gmail somewhere. If I do creative and eBay, I bet you it's gonna be there. Go back to the 2020. Yeah, here. Yeah, if I do that with like Sound Blaster. Yeah, that's why I don't have these anymore. I sold them all off. So yeah, if I do this, I can get to see Sound Blaster 2020. Yeah. Oh, 50-piece disposable something. What did I order? Oh, the masks. Yeah. I told you this is a long time ago, right? Yeah. So I bet you these things don't even exist anymore. Oh, here. Oh, they have pictures of them, so you can see what I used to have. Yeah. What's that? PC3L? Yeah. That's fine. And these things are sold for like $20 or whatever. Yeah, they're super cheap. I don't even know if I do the $20 sales these days. If I saw something, yeah. I think, well, I had so much. Yeah, I don't think I'd do a $20. You're not making much. All right, well, I got a message today. So I was talking about how I didn't want to do work on this thing anymore, but maybe it's just that I stopped talking. And another issue is that the stuff was too small. So like you can't actually see. Oh shit, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, it's okay. I can do that while I do this. So you can't actually see what's going on. Right? Is that so? Somehow this is only going over in 720p or whatever, or maybe that's just the phone that I watched this thing on. Let's just try to make this thing not like that. This is so cyberspace. Yeah, this is a Linode shirt. Company got bought up, I think, by Akamai. This is their old design. The later one they had one like up here. One of those shirts that I should be getting rid of. But hey, I still wear them. Steven is going to set up a basic framework that doesn't really do much, but it's just got skeleton and open sourcing. Alright, so I'll say thank you very much for the update. I really appreciate it. That's just me being nice. So, yesterday, on that long video, I played the, I got this thing up and running, I should say. And the next thing would be to sort of, oh shit, of course, yeah, we're just being polite to each other. Oh god, yeah, he said he sent me a long message, and I'm looking over everything now. These things are really 90% work, 10% talk. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. So yeah, so I need to go over the whatever I had for. Oh, look at these things. Creative. All right, what was I going to do with this thing? So you're looking to smart comms. Look, they said, oh, they can do it. Now the question is, if I order it, will I actually get it tonight? What if I get the 2K? Ooh, what if I get the 2K and compare the two? That's pretty cheap. Sure. Was that the one that was, so essentially what I was doing is I was comparing Newegg, and I was going from here on webcam, and there's more to it than that. So basically all the vendors that I want to find is if I go to CPU, let me see what he's, let me try to be responsive to these people. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Long detail responses, yes. And it doesn't really matter. I can just go here and just click on this machine. Then it says right here, it has these vendors. Okay, so there's Best Buy. Ah, Best Buy. Yeah, that would be a good one. But I don't know. So so when you see these types of reviews and everything, it's on the vendor site, so they have the privilege of doing whatever they want with reviews, right? So here, it's all 5 stars. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, what the hell, guys? Like, this is meaningless, right? This is not a useful metric. And Best Buy generally doesn't sell high quality gear, so maybe not. Oh, he sent me something else. Let's see. Cool. Well, I'll let you know if the pipeline. Great. Thanks. All right. So. Yeah, I want to be able to cross-reference these. So generally over here, you see there's a much sort of, no, it's about the same, isn't it? So if I do this by, let's say, best selling, then we'll find a bunch of, no, I mean, there's some. So, yeah, and there's a bunch of people that are doing these types of like Chinese ones, right? Oh, that's a creative knockoff. Look at that. Like they, maybe not. But sometimes they'll try to like, knock off. Well, that, that is a creative one. Of course, there's Logitech. People are going by brands, of course. And then when you go to best rating, then people are not going by brands. You know what would be nice? Fewest returns. Why hasn't anybody done that? Fewest returns. That would be a really nice way to sort by. Can I actually contact Newegg? Are they like social media or something like that? Oh, they're on all the socials. Where can yeah, let's try Twitter. Can I just... Have you ever thought of having a sorting option? Fewest returns. Who knows? Oh, they're in Southern California. Really? I wouldn't mind working for Newegg. Where are they located? Maps. Newegg. Inc. Oh, I'm not going to go out there. I'm not going to go City of Industry. Fuck that. You guys are far. Although, what are you doing? I don't mind Newegg. There's going to be /jobs like everybody else. No. Let's try this. HR. Let's try this. Let's try this. They probably do it through a third party. That's the corporate way of doing things these days. It's probably a sellout. It's probably not worth it. Let's see. Customer relations. They have a customer relations company, division. Shall for your business, investor relations. I don't think so. I don't think they do those kinds of things. It's already a mature site. I mean, who the fuck cares? Well, it'd be kind of cool. Like, hire me for one thing. One sorting feature. Then let's shake hands and be on our way. Fewest returns would be excellent. Anyway, so this was the cross-reference that I did beforehand, right? Looking at these things, you have to look at these numbers. 2 means nothing. 2 means nothing. These all mean nothing. 1, 1, 1, nothing. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, nothing. So, like one person said it was 5 stars. I mean, who the fuck cares? It's a small. Oh, here's one. 34. But that's just a pricing thing, right? Here's another one. I've got this. This is a classic one. So this one's been around forever. I have that one. Here. So there's no mounting braces on this one, so I can't actually put it on a tripod. Whoa! All right, yeah, I can't. So it'd have to be like on top of the monitor or something like that, or tape or some kind of jankiness like that. So I stopped using this one. I mean, you could drill a hole or do whatever, but why? Oh, there were tools, actually. There were tools to create this thing. There were like $10 add-ons you could do to clip this in order to mount it. Those are real things. But this thing's 10 years old. No, older, 15. Let's see, let's just add it. So I can do VLC, video capture device. Then, there we are. Yeah, it's up here, so this is it. All right. It's pretty classic. But again, like, unless you find it doesn't really have the fine controls that the other ones do. So, but I could do the filter. And I would assume that these days, the modern versions would have those things that you can remove. Look, it's just like me on top of me. It's kind of funny, right? What I mean by that is the modern ones probably have a hole drilled in the bottom so you can mount it. I can't imagine that they've decided to not do a single update on this design of the... I mean, this one I've had for 15 years. But I would assume that it's actually way older than that. Or maybe it's just the exact same design and it's... Let's see. I mean, Amazon oh, here it is. Is it? Yeah, it's the same thing. It's been forever. So we get like the date that it came on here. Let's see. 2007. Yeah, 17 years. It's really old. People still like it, I guess. Look at that. Oh, and it still doesn't have the mounting brace. Whatever. It's still not there. Look at that. That's crazy. I mean, when you have a winner, I guess. Like, just stick with it, huh? Oh, yeah. Look, people taking all these pictures. Glad I took the plunge. Yeah. What else? I mean, I'm looking for... I would assume that lens technology has improved in the past 17 years. I'm hoping that it has. Whatever this thing is. These TroPro ones actually are getting pretty good reviews on Newegg. I wonder if I can get them over here. No. Oh, hello. No, we don't get those. So, I don't know. I'm not seeing those. I'm getting the same problem. So yeah, this might just be a something that's associated with Newegg. Gosh, there's so many of these things, isn't there? There used to be kind of a deficit of them during COVID. They all sold out real quick. And then the market got flooded as the manufacturing picked up. And now they're basically worthless. What the fuck? This is like the most standard bog shit you can do. Alright, so those Chinese things where they just like combine a bunch of letters together. Is our company name. And Papa Look. Or like just, who cares about the brand? Just sell the damn camera. And you've got these things. Yeah, like fewest percentage of 1-star reviews would be a nice one to do. That would also be a pretty nice one. Let's see. I might say that this is fine. So, we can go back to those vision questions of like, what am I doing here? Why am I even looking at this thing? So, I think that really what I want to do is, I've already decided that like the 3 I tried beforehand, I don't care about them. And if I get this other Logitech one, I'm like, I don't care about it. Then I think that we're back to just using the sports cam. There's these features where like, oh, I can set the resolution and I can zoom in, and I don't care. I mean, it's good enough, right? We get to that point of like, you can be like a 4K, whatever, but nobody's watching you in 4K. Nobody's doing that. And of course, this goes back to, let's just try that again. Just try the standard webcam. That goes back to what I said about, no idea. What was it talking about? No idea. Yeah, fuck all these things. Fuck all these things. I don't know. What about that thing? What about that? Yeah, I've always built on microphones that I just don't give a shit about. Let's see what the 1-stars look like. Yeah, I always just look at the 1-stars. That's the only thing I care about, actually. Oh, here's pictures of people using the device. Oh, look at that. Look at that nerdy guy. Oh, look at all these professional-looking things. These people, they live in much nicer places. Oh, wow. From the kitchen. That's kind of fun. With the remote? It's weird. Once you leave the US, Amazon is kind of not everywhere. There's this idea, impression that you get that basically go everywhere, and it's as endemic as it is in the U.S., but it's not. I go to other places and like, you don't really have this access to consumer goods that you have in the U.S. It's kind of a U.S. phenomenon where you can literally get anything. And things are they're genuinely harder to come by in other countries. Well, I shouldn't say that. I am unable to find things such as easy to come by. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, they still have malls and things like that. You can buy things retail, but it's like it's really fucking expensive. So yeah, the discount industry is huge in the U.S. Like you can get lots of discount stuff, but um, especially in like Europe, it's hard to find those types of discounts. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think that one of the issues is I just this is just stalling this entire project. This fact that I haven't gotten this damn camera yet, and so I'm like just like, come on. The project is just in this kind of uh, I don't know, dead state. So let's see, what are we doing here? Still looking at these things. There's so many. But we go back, it's just the same kind of CCD and chips underneath them. So, I mean, Microsoft has some cameras, and generally speaking, they don't fuck around with hardware. Microsoft hardware is pretty good. I don't think they necessarily make products themselves, but Microsoft branded hardware has always been pretty solid. So these types of these things, I bet you this is a really good camera. When was it? See, this is what I'm talking about. What I should be looking for, really, is date first available. That's what I should be looking at. Because I know that lens technology has come a long way. And when I see these things that are like, date first available 15 years ago, like, suck it, bitch. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, these types of things. So is there a way to give me modern date first available? Optical zoom. No, that's just digital zoom. Your optical zoom is a lie. So what I'm trying to do, see if there's any technology here. New arrivals. Yeah. So yeah, there's some stuff like this. March 6, 2024. Yeah, I see. Here, modern webcam. What's so modern about it? $2021. It's still pretty modern. What? That's like no features. There's no features specified by this. Not only, but they called it a new arrival. And not really. But this isn't a new arrival. This thing's been around forever. The C505? This is old. This is not new in the slightest. Do they still have the non-mounting base? Probably. Logitech never makes mounting bases. I don't know what the new arrival thing actually does. Oh, look at this. $1,000. Wow. Might as well brand it red. Let's just do that. How else could you look for something that was made in the past 5 years? See, a lot of things won't have these types of technologies, and this not really. 60 FPS is only available with faster USBs, so that's a USB 3 thing, I would assume. Let me see if that's true. I think you're gonna get post 2010s here, just because of the 60. 2017. Hey, I'm right so far. I'm gonna... This is where I really test whether I'm correct or not with the world. 2016, see? I told you. 2020, see? Ooh. 2020, yeah. So you can't get that throughput on sort of classic USB. So for 60, you can with a bunch of hacks. So that's a good way of doing things. But I don't necessarily care about 60 FPS. I mean, what do I, that's not a feature that I care about. It does work though. What's another thing that you could do? These are all lies, right? Like 4K, as we said, that'll do it. But 4K can be a gimmick as well. These things, not necessarily. I mean, yes, if I did AC, absolutely, that dates it to even this one, right? Oh, what else do we have? Yeah, AC is a more recent. So that, yeah. What's the date on this one? 2021, see? AC is definitely more recent technology. Then you only have two. I don't know. Oh, is there a way to sort by that? Can you sort by? No, you cannot. You motherfuckers. How else do you do this? This is a problem. So I want to do... Oh, wow, look. They actually are using Chinese in their name. That's great. Manual focus? How do you... Oh, look at that. They actually mean like manual rotation, like rotating the actual camera. That's pretty great. You're actually doing lens focus yourself. And this one too. Oh, that's a real lens. How long has this thing been around for? 2020. Yep. Oh, look, I can see every one of her chins. That's amazing. She's got like 50 of them. It's these weird wide-angle cameras. What is that? People are using for like fairly professional setups, looks like. Yeah. It's the first one I've seen that looks decent. I'm not saying it's impossible. This has taken me days of searching. Let's try this one. See what happens. We'll find out tomorrow. You can see where I live there. I can just dox myself. Alright, let's go back over to here. So there's 40 minutes. Where my actual... That's right in front of me. I was like, where's my coffee? It's like right here. Let's see. Back in the day when I was doing these in-depth podcasts, in videos. I was thinking over these books and authors I was reading. I don't think that's worth doing. That's why I stopped. Terrible hacking from a hack. Views 1? Who the fuck is viewing this thing? Who knows? Seems like, oh, look, live. Why not? Let me just click on this dude. I like the fact that people, some random noise of the internet. Again, that's kind of what I want to be, is I want to be within the noise. So that people are looking at it and like, oh God, this is exactly what I was expecting. You know, these small time people just doing weird things. This is the MySpaceification of YouTube. Just looking at some. I was looking at a stock portfolio. I'll tell you the truth. Anyway, let's go back to this thing. What are we looking at here? Ooh. So I was discovering that this was more entertaining than watching me actually do work. But then again, I don't think I have a good sense of what entertaining is, because I don't really watch anything. I don't really watch movies or TV shows or anything like that. So, my sense of entertainment is poorly calibrated. Let's see what we're doing here. Average view duration, 11 seconds. Wow. What I want to do is see if I can get those, see if I can get, I don't know, this thing to display stuff, right? I like that effect. It's kind of, over here? Yeah. Ooh. It's weird how I can pick up the hand, right? So what if I just don't move it? Yeah, some kind of skin detection. I still don't know how this thing works. No, it's. I mean, how does it know the focal point? Once I move it here, I can't do anything. It doesn't. Oh no! Here, now it's picking up. I'll put it past my head. Put it past the microphone. It'll probably work. Yeah. But is it detecting the hand? So here, I've got the hand right here. What if I put a phone in front of it? See, it still knows. There's something having to do with. I don't know how. You can probably infer distance. Yeah, there's probably a way of inferring distance by I don't know. I bet you I can imagine how that would work. Yeah, you can probably know whether things are far or close. Because there is the actual sort of the noise profiles are different. So the noise of something far away is not the same as the noise of something close up. And you can probably use some metric of the noise files in order to infer distance calculations, which would be why this and this. But I can modify the noise profile So basically, if I take like a bright light and put it up against like my arm, then we're going to have a noise profile that's very similar to this. So that's a good test. So here's my light. Ooh, okay, so what if I put it up against my arm, like here? Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so as I move it down. Oh no, there it comes in. Oh, you motherfucker. I don't know how this stuff works. You know, I mean, the code is there. It's not like oh, actually, it's not. It's done through a Flatpak. Oh, it's on GitHub, though. Yeah, so the code does exist. So I can go find it. I don't have to guess these things. Anyway, so let me just try to find this Cartes thing. I'm going to probably drop this at 15 more minutes. So we went over all of this yesterday. How this guy has written all this crap. But I skipped over it because I was trying to get the thing up and running. But now I have the ability to. But no, this is not going to tell you. You see, it's not telling you how to load the damn thing. 30-minute video? No, see, he's starting again with the assumption that these things are loaded. So that doesn't really help you. Okay. Oh, see, he's actually pointing to it. Yeah. Pointing meshes. I think I already did this. File new project. Why do you... Alright. Something. Create new project. Fantastic. You immediately be asked for the... Alright, that's easy. Save. Use it to file this. We use it to create a data volume, which is a file that resides in your project directory. Will be loaded into Cartes whenever you need it. No pre-conversion. Yeah, Cartes can be read. You always have your TIFF. Oh. So they basically double the size. So there's an unspoken thing here. That's oh yeah, when you load your 400 gigabytes of data, we're just gonna save that into this giant archive format. And make duplications of it. And that doesn't... See, that's what this means. Is you always have access to your data. Yeah. That means that they're making copies. Again, this is dumb. You can map that. You need to wait for the entire data to reload and start working. Again, you can map that. If you want to work outside the data, you need to create another data. Yeah, okay. If you access the entire, you can pan through and zoom into another. Yeah. That is instantly available anyway. Mm-hmm. Yeah. again, memmap. If you don't already have and want to get started with Cartography, you continue to the next section. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, I already determined this guy's American, right? It's fine. I've got 256 gigabytes of memory. I am totally fine. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think this is what I want to focus on, actually. And I think I have this already. That's the other thing I haven't actually come through with is the storage project, right? I've been talking about that for the past couple of days, too. And the idea of this LVM, and I want to take action on that. So I've got one other possibility here. And this is the lowest cost option, probably. I don't know, actually. It all depends on the... It depends on... I mean, over time, the answer is no, it's not the lowest cost. But also, it doesn't involve me getting more stuff, which is nice. It is a network, which is... who knows? So under this model, essentially what I'd have to do is I've got these two cases behind me. And I'd have to... And one of them has 6 slots for the drives. It's this white case in the back. You can't see it. But... And another one, the one that the board is currently has 4, right? So essentially at that point, what you'd be doing is you'd be doing 5 times 16, 80. So you get 80 terabytes. And as I said previously, that would involve me getting 3 drives. No, I'm at 7. So 4, 3 drives. And then getting rid of a 16 terabyte. So that would be about $500 minus about $400 solution. And that is reliant on a secondary machine being up and running. Oh, I thought of another thing, which was maybe even using that machine. But my laptops are technically better. Yeah, so I've got these. Right now I have online. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 machines up. And just moved it to 8. And the question is, can I keep that at 7? Yeah, 7's already pretty high for one person, right? So regardless of whether I'm going to swap out the okay, so using this solution, regardless of whether I'm going to swap out the laptop with one of these machines, what it would involve me doing is ordering the drives. I mean, really, regardless of what I'm going to be doing, in any case, it's going to involve purchasing more drives. So do I have that list that I was making? Oh, look, it's here still. Okay, so I did that. I need to do it again. I've done a bit of that. Cameras and disks. Right. So I don't like that these are just on an LVM2 without any protection. I'm just counting down the days to failure. And I'm actually starting to do real work on it. So I want to have some type of data protection. And we discovered that, I guess the cheapest way of doing this actually is to ignore this entire project, and then simply delete everything. The 25 terabytes of redownloadable data, then move the remaining 2 over to the RAID, reshape this thing, then I can have that RAID. It'll be fine. And then this becomes 64 minus 16, right? It becomes 48. So that's absolutely what I want. The cheapest possible way. That's the free way. Now the question is, let's presume that I get any other solution, anything else. I want to be exploring that ZSH. So, yeah. And figuring out how to do that. No, I don't think so. I think that I should be exploring ZSH separately and not with this core data. Oh, also, a couple days ago I talked about how I didn't have any good pens over here. I brought a fuck ton of them. So now I have a bunch. Then I'm going to find out that a bunch of them don't work. So really, what I want to be able to do is I want to explore ZSH separately. And then without any, over multiple disks. Which I have. I have cheap ways of doing that. And then when I'm secure with my understanding of it, then I could maybe do some real give it some real things. Right now, I don't think it's a good move because it'd be my introduction to it, and I'm going to make mistakes, and I don't want to have real data on top of the mistakes. So yeah. And, even after I explored and think that I know what I'm doing, I'm still going to make mistakes. That's just the nature of things. Let's see. Then, as far as the drives and disks go, regardless of what happens... Oh, there's one of my nice pens. I'm going to be doing... What am I going to do? So we have these 2 options. One of them is... 3 options, really. There is the formal URAC option. There is the USB option. And then there is the other computer option. And I mean, formal URAC and other computer, you're going to be limited by network bandwidth, which at this point is 2.5 for me. I could do more SFPs, but you're not going to be reading from Surface faster than that anyway. Oh, there it went. So then over bus, it's going to be similar to that. The lowest power option is certainly the USB drives, but that's going to be it's expensive, right? And I don't really know how they surface. So do they surface as like 4 independent disks? And then do you have like, is there a problem with bus saturation? I don't know any of those answers. Because when you swap, there's a latency when it comes to the IOPS, especially over like a USB, especially over like multi-disk. Then you have to worry about negotiation because you're over a single set of wires. So probably the best way to do it is to buy the discs, number one. That's the other thing. I don't know whether the board that I have in there supports that many discs. I had to go explore that. Let me take the filters off, and so I can actually check that out right now. I mean, the thing is that like it's not. I'm on some kind of unspecified clock because hardware failure will eventually happen, right? And the hours on these disks are pretty good, so it's not going to happen, or it's probably not going to happen soon. But it's mean time between failure. It's not any kind of guarantee of non-failure before those times are hit. So it looks like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I don't believe it's only 6. That's bullshit. We have 6. Okay, so I do have. Oh no, there's more over here. 7, 8. So I've got 8, and here's what I'm talking about. You really can't see it that well. So this has got 8, and it only has these. Wow, that's not going to work that well. Hold on. So it has these 4 slots, and then it has these, which is a 5 1/4. And you could do that. But I have another case that actually has more. It has a nice 6 slots, and I could just put it over into it. That's really what I should be doing. Let me see. I'll show you the other case. Give me a second. So this thing is where the build-out should happen, really. If I take off this thumb screw. Then I've got these bays over. Well, don't fall. I've got these 6 bays here, And then I have, well, I don't know why there's a CD-ROM in there, but I could just remove that. So I've got a bunch of bays, which is much better than before. An M disk. Oh, how nice. And so yeah, so that would be your 6 disks for the RAID, for the storage of these things, and it'd be over network. I mean, that's another issue. Hold on, let me just see something. So, my question is, in practice these days, or I shouldn't say that, with respect to my specific network that I have here, which is the only one that matters, not any kind of theoretical thing, is, can I just add that? Okay, there it is. And then I can just move this thing over. Is this going to work? No, wrong thing moving. So if I was to do something like, and we went over this a few days ago, I think. Let's go to mount volatile scrolls, and then I'm just going to go into here as the ash, and I'm going to find some. No, see, I can hold on. DUS find type F exec DUSB sort n. So let's just try to find some of the larger files here. And it's going to go through. There's probably faster ways of doing this. You'd imagine, right? Can I just do a double splat with the USB? I bet you can. What the fuck? Oh hell, that's right. But like, are you gonna do it or no? Argument was too long. Oh, it's this new tool. Yeah, so no, what I was doing was actually the right way of going about this. In fact, let's just go to scroll 2. So, you know what? Screw it. I've got an even better way of doing this. So we're going to go to volumes. We're going to go to something like here. It doesn't really matter. Let's do edge. Okay, 3.2 terabytes. Cat star. PV cat dev null. So here on disk, I'm getting 125, which is pretty slow, but it's fine. Well, my question is if I go to, let's say, SSH10. How? I don't think I've got that one. Sudo su mount 10.251 mount volatile. You can't see what I'm typing. Still can't. Mount volatile. Oh my god. So now I want to go to the same directory and run the same program. And my question is, will I get similar numbers? So what I'm trying to determine here is, how the fuck do I get faster numbers? That's bullshit. Oh, disk cache. Yeah, it's fine. Because, you know, these this max out is something like 7 or 8. So, of course, you're going to get proper throughput. So no question with that. But what if you did... And that's not going to work. This. You see? So that's a 3-second one. Because now you're actually you're really utilizing the network, as opposed to if you're local, then it's so here's where those times really start to matter. So again, if I try to run it again, let's just try a second time. So you have time find here is it's the same. Oh, I'm lying to myself. Let's just assume that one. 0.042 versus 12. Yeah, see that's way slower. That's about 3 orders of magnitude or so. That might be an NFS thing. I bet you chat might know about it. I say, I've got an NFS mount, and when I do a GNU find on it, it is orders of magnitude slower than local disk. Is there a way to speed this up? Yes, I know. Yes, thank you. NFS stat. Oh my god, what the hell is all this crap? NFS watch. Never heard of these things before. Average round trip time, 6 milliseconds. That seems a little high, doesn't it? Oh, that's right, FD. I mean, then that'll better support it. Is that so? Give me an example of the fine-tuned NFS mount. Really, do I? That's just kind of like. Will that really change it? Let's see. What am I doing here? I got 10.251 mount volatile. Let's see if it's still 12 seconds. I bet you it is. But it doesn't change a damn thing. It's the same thing. It's all nonsense. Make sure I do a second test. So any type of network system I'm going to do is going to run into that same problem if I want to run it over the network or any of this going to work over the network. If I were to instead, here's another option completely, is do a new machine build out. And I would do like a modern, let me see. And it's just like me to actually go with, to like come up with all of these things and then at the end go with the most expensive option. So what I wanted to do, let's look for low ones. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. I only care about 7 and 9s. Or, what about that LGA one? So I've got this board that, but it doesn't have a lot of SATA ports, I don't think. Let me see. So I have this for sale. It's got 6 SATA ports and a host processor. I think it's a host processor. I don't quite know if it's a host processor or if it's a host board. And so what I could possibly do, it's this X99 EITX, and X99 EITX. I've gone way over what I promised I would. Why is this thing going down? I need a screwdriver to fix that, and I don't have a screwdriver nearby. Whoop! It's just drooping down. Oh, I see one. So it's LGA 2011-3 socket. So that's what you need to find. And then there it is. So, right. 3. That's the one. Right. But the thing that you can do with these is that there's these ones, 3rd gen i7's fine, whatever. Ooh. I didn't know this was possible. I bet you it was expensive. $75, yeah. But there's also these Xeons too. That could potentially fit inside of it. Yeah, V3, that's what I've got. So, oh gosh. Gosh, what have I done here? There's a bunch of these processors. And they're Look at that TDP, 165. Wow. Wow, that's high. But I believe these are not necessarily. Here, let's try to find that. I bet you this is expensive. I bet you this is not cheap. Oh, look at that. 10 core socket, $30. 4820, is that the same one? Why would you? Oh no, they've done this wrong. So here, this is the one to get. I bet you that was going to be expensive. Yeah, see, $699. Yeah, when you get like at the end of the series, the prices go insane. Let's look at this. 1,500, 7,000, yeah. So the question is, what about something like here? Yeah, the drop off is usually pretty extreme, as you can see. $14. And that is a 22 with a little bit less. So make sure this is the same one. 1, 2, 4, 55. Yeah, $14. That's pretty good. That's pretty fucking good. So the question that I want to ask next is, if I was to do, well, first of all, I want to make sure this is the right chip. I don't know. Where did that board go? I just had it in my hand. Oh, it's over here. I don't think so. I don't think that's the right chip. See, it doesn't look right. I think that's a different socket. Or maybe it's the same one. I don't really know. Yeah, I mean, these things are valuable because those types of because these chips are so cheap now. I don't think so. It doesn't look. It only looks a little bit taller. I bet you it's a different. Oh, maybe it is, because maybe it fits in it. I bet you it might. I don't know whether this is the right. So there's a few things I want to check. First thing is I want to do like CPU benchmark, and I don't even know if these types of things are going to be on there, because it's usually consumer level CPUs. I just realized that I've been trying to show you this thing that you haven't been able to see. It's $14. It's super cheap. So let's just do compare. I don't care about that. With something like, I don't know. Let's just do, who knows? Let's just go to HAL. It's a couple years old. Let's just compare that with this i7 8650. It's one of the older machines I actually have running right now. Wasn't that like times 10? Dear Lord, look at that. That is. Yeah, but Look at the yearly running cost. Look at that. Look at how much more expensive that is. Yeah. So that's probably why they're so cheap. 'Cause they take a lot of power, don't they? 150 watts is not low. Times 4 is nuts. Oh, quad CPU. So you have to divide that by 4. So that's still double or so. Really cheap though. I guess. So usually you scroll down to the bottom of these lists, and that's the best ones. I don't quite know if that's true. You can also go off release dates. So 2014's definitely older. And these are 1845, 2255. It looks like this is it. Yeah, it's those. I bet you something like this is affordable. Because this is not expensive. Whoa. Whoa. Those are pricey. But again, we go a few models down. It's probably still expensive. Still expensive. Look at that, $11,000. But also 15. Oh no, this is not the same chip. So this is, I think this is the real deal. I think that's the real. Oh, it's down here. I think this is the real deal. I think this can just go right in. It's pretty cheap. 880, 22 core. It's the same thing. It's a little bit more expensive. Let me just see. I'm going to ask a friend. And say, hey, would this CPU work in the X99E ITX? In fact, I bet you our friendly AI would know this as well. Why can't I copy the text? They've disabled selection, which is so stupid. Oh my god. Twitter is just turning to such shit. Let's just try this. Say, I have an ASRock X99 EITX. Then where's the chip? Is the compatible with it? Oh. Right. So Xeon 5v4. So it's these, which are expensive, as we found, right? So if I search for these things, these are not cheap. Well, that's cheap. I can do that one. What kind of stuff are we getting at? So if I do a CPU benchmark, does it remember? It does remember. Fantastic. Know what that is? Oh, it doesn't really matter, does it? Why do you have this in double? So this is still twice as fast as this one is. 105 is less. And what's your single thread rating? It's less, of course. It's not bad. And what was the price? It was like affordable, wasn't it? No, not that one. This one, yeah. $30 isn't terrible. So this is E7. No, but E7 was not what I was looking at. This one. E5. There it is. E5 4654. Okay. Let's go back to the chatter. What is my little... Okay. What about... Right. Right. Yeah, I agree. I'm on board with you. So, 4x DDR. Yeah, I've got DDR on top of that. So I could do that, I guess. I don't know what this high frequency optimized thing means, to be honest with you. So that's one that I found. That TDP is way higher. Right, we got 120 versus 105. I think that these prices are also off the charts. Let me see. Let's see what we're doing. Yeah, there's a huge jump in price there. Oh, we're not finding like, oh, 15. It's the same one though. E5 26.3. Is that the right one? No, it's not. It's not. What? What? Look at that. $8. Is that the right CPU? 2630. No. We don't want 2630. We want what I just saw, which is 4650. I think this is the way to go. Try one of these things out. I don't think my friends responded. He's in Japan. It's really sort of I'll say I think this one is better. Oh god damn. So yeah, I'm just gonna buy that one. And Jesus Christ, no, I want to pay with the eBay card. 0 points. All right, well, fine, fuck it. So, what did I just do? I guess, that'll tell me whether this board works, and if it does, then I can raise the price substantially. I guess one of the things I want to do is, now that I've done that, is remove, oh shit. No. Is go to my eBay and then my selling and selling overview. Then can I sort? Active. This one. I'm going to, so it's this board here that I have in my hand. Essentially what I want to do now is I'm going to do 500 to make sure nobody buys this thing. Sure. Then it's some ridiculous price. So then nobody will snatch it. So I want to wait for this chip to arrive. So these projects are still like in some kind of waiting state, right? I don't actually, you know what I need to do is, it's going to be, so really what's going to happen is this is not going to be up against this. It's going to be up against something like this machine, which is cat proc CPU info. It's going to be up against, yeah, I've got a bunch of things around this era, 6700. So really what I want to do is get rid of that. Will you work? You don't. I don't know why it does this. Right. So it's a bit better, but single thread rating, of course, is off. So that's about right. I've got a few of these for sale. Right. Oh, that's interesting how it's actually has a higher rating than my laptop. You have to think about that. Maybe I should just like use a secondary one for that. I've got 4 slots. The laptop has 32. That's how, right? But I bet you yeah, look at the yearly running cost. It's a completely different beast, right? Fuck it. I'm not going to add another project. No. And also, if I go over to that machine, it's not like I'm utilizing the memory, you see. It's fine. I've had this thing for 6 years. It's been going fine. There's no issues. So display link. So I guess if I was to do something like that, let me put this board down. I mean, I could. I wonder if, I mean, can these things be upgraded? I don't even know. I don't even know. Let me see. So what is this one? Oh no, I have it on here, don't I? It's the 6700, so it's OGA 1151. Which was a socket they used for a long time. Oh god. Oh god, how can I figure this thing out? Maybe what I can do is this. Go on Amazon for that. No, Wikipedia. Sorry. Wikipedia. Then I can do that. 6700. Here. So this is one of the faster chips for that. But I don't know. Can I just put one of these in there? Is that possible? So 7th gen does have the same. And then it changed to 2066. And then 1151 Gen 2. Which makes it not compatible. I wonder if I can just put something like this in there. I think 7700K is pretty decent, so. Curious, I'm gonna add. Huh, 7700K. Oh, it doesn't matter. Look at that. Who the fuck cares, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're talking like 50% gains and sharp, like 12%. Unless unless I can get a CPU for like $10. No, it's like $200, hundreds of dollars. What the fuck? Who cares? Even on eBay, it's like hundreds of dollars. Look at that. Yeah, fuck that. It's almost, parting out these machines that I have on my floor that I was going to post on eBay. It's almost better to just break them out and sell the parts individually. That might actually be more reasonable. I don't know. Hour 45. Well, I think I'm going to go get a snack or something. What have I done? Not much. Just give myself more options to contemplate. Big problem. Shouldn't be doing that. It should be resolution focused and not problem focused.